Mending wall double quotes. By Robert Frost. Line by line explanation. Last part. Something there is that doesn't love a wall, that wants it down. I could say elves to him, but it's not elves exactly, and I'd rather he said it for himself. I see him there, bringing a stone grasped firmly by the top, in each hand, like an old stone savage armed. These lines are from the poem Mending Wall by Robert Frost. The speaker of the poem is questioning the need for a wall between his property and his neighbors, and the quoted lines express his sense of unease about the wall's existence. The phrase, something there is that doesn't love a wall, suggests that there is an inherent force or natural impulse that opposes the idea of dividing lines between people. The speaker goes on to say that he could attribute this opposition to elves, but he knows that isn't exactly the case. This implies that the speaker recognizes the abstract nature of this force and doesn't want to oversimplify it. The image of the neighbor carrying a stone grasped firmly by the top suggests that he is a hardworking, practical man who sees the wall as a necessary boundary between their properties. The description of the neighbor as an old stone savage armed is more ambiguous, but it could be interpreted as a criticism of the neighbor's attachment to traditional ways of doing things, even if they are no longer necessary. Overall, these lines convey the speaker's ambivalent attitude towards the wall and his neighbor. While he acknowledges the practical reasons for the wall's existence, he also senses that there is something arbitrary and unnecessary about it. He moves in darkness, as it seems to me, not of woods only and the shade of trees. He will not go behind his father's saying, and he likes having thought of it so well. He says again, good fences make good neighbors. These lines are also from Robert Frost's poem Mending Wall. In this section, the speaker is describing his neighbor's attitude towards the wall between their properties. The phrase, he moves in darkness as it seems to me, suggests that the neighbor is somewhat mysterious and hard to understand. This could be because he is unwilling to question his father's wisdom, as suggested by the line, he will not go behind his father's saying. This implies that the neighbor is stuck in tradition and is resistant to change, even if it might be for the better. The phrase, not of woods only and the shade of trees, suggests that the neighbor's darkness is not just literal, but also metaphorical. He is in the dark about the true nature of the relationship between the speaker and himself, and he is also in the dark about the reasons why the wall exists. The repetition of the line, good fences make good neighbors, reinforces the neighbor's attachment to tradition and his belief in the importance of boundaries. The fact that he likes having thought of it so well suggests that he has a certain satisfaction in repeating this saying, even if he doesn't fully understand it. Overall, these lines suggest that the neighbor is somewhat stubborn and resistant to change, and that he is attached to tradition and the idea of boundaries. The speaker seems to be more open-minded and curious about the reasons behind the wall and nature, and the nature of the relationship between the two neighbors.